10,
No.
9. Oh, wait. Wait, can they hear this? Oh.
Good evening and welcome into the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. The Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds boys varsity taking on the Sabres of Traverse City Christian High School. A late start tonight. The bus broke down on the way over, so the JV game was late. We had a heck of a JV game tonight. The Sabres outlasting the Snowbirds 52-44. Boys, it was 41-41 with about 2 minutes left, and then the Sabres pulled away. So it was an exciting JV game, but we're getting going here. Tip-off's probably going to be around 8 o'clock, maybe just before. But anyways, good varsity matchup tonight. Of course, I'm Pat O'Connor. Daniel Powers, Alex Powers are flanking either side of me. A St. Mary graduate and a Boyne Falls graduate. So I do have a favorite among these two boys. I'll let you decide which one is which. We'll start there with Alex Powers. You saw the Snowbirds take on Onaway a couple nights ago. What did you like what you saw from this team?
Well, most important. Well, the first thing you think of when you think of these two teams is, or when you think of St. Mary's, is the senior leadership. But what came through big in Onaway was the help of the bigs with Rylan Metelsky and Dylan Croft. The undergrads really carried them to a victory that night. And so we'll expect the seniors to come back and do their part, but expect them to continue to step up.
This Sabre team is a team that's been hot of late, too. They haven't lost since before the Christmas break. Daniel, they're coming off a victory over Ellsworth, and we know Ellsworth has been a formidable opponent, especially against your Boyne Falls Loggers for a number of years. So that's a pretty darn good win for the Sabres to be coming off of.
Yeah, they bring guys, they're tall, they're athletic, so let them get the ball.
Daniel, when I was in high school and I didn't play very much, my strategy was always when I got in to foul quickly, because then my name always got in the scorebook. But for the Snowbirds, they're going to need to do the opposite of that tonight, because they don't run their bench very deep. Maybe seven guys get regular minutes here for the Snowbirds. Maybe stretch 8 with the return of Lucas Sherwinski for a couple of quarters. Snowbirds have to stay out of foul trouble tonight.
Well, first of all,
Onaway's game was to try and force turnovers with St. Mary's and keep it clean on their part, but both teams ended up playing tough, but playing ultimately pretty sloppy.
We got about 90 seconds until we hit the prayer and the national anthem. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups for you, an opening tip here from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. Snowbirds and Sabres right around the corner. It's high school basketball right here on Next Level Broadcasting. Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today. Welcome back in high school basketball. Next Level Broadcasting, Pat O'Connor, joined tonight by Daniel Powers. We're just getting the starting lineups underway, and Daniel, these guys are tall, they're lengthy, they're athletic. It should be a good contest tonight.
Definitely, Patrick, and I gotta say, St. Mary's has had it pretty easy the past couple of games. Nothing too close, couple blowouts, so it takes a whole different mentality to win a game like this.
Well, I think, a lot of it has to do with how you start the game. You got to have a fast start. Coach Jacob wants to control the tempo of this game. He thinks that he can get away with pushing the tempo. Traverse City Christian wants to get set up in the half court, run their offense, run it through their big fella, and see what Levi Schultz can do in the paint.
Yeah, and it's just ultimately with teams as skilled as these two, it comes down to coaching and just how the game goes.
Starting for the Sabres, number 3, Jonah Mleko. Number 5, Reese Broderick. Number 10, Jake Weirda. 11, Austin Miller. And number 24, the big fella, Levi Schultz. He's going to be going up in the circle against Brody Jeffers. Donovan Blues, Gavin Bebel, Daniel Jacobson out there for the Snowbirds, as well as Dylan Croft in the backcourt. And we're just about to get things underway from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. And Schultz wins the tip, and the Sabres have it to start. Offense is going to run through Jonah Mleko. He's guarded by Jacobson. Bounce pass off the hands and out of bounds. So an early turnover for the Sabres. Snowbirds take over.
And right off the bat, we saw Coach Jacobs, what he was saying, immediately got the ball in and slowed it down.
Little half-court trapping defense. They're actually not going to trap. They just back it up into a 3-2 zone. So the Snowbirds will look to penetrate this zone, work it around. Got to get good ball movement, try to get someone to the foul line, get it to the middle. Bevel 3, too far, no good. It's going to go, I think it went off of Jake Weirda, so it'll stay right here.
And it looks like Gavin wasn't ready for that when he was trying to talk to like Brody, and pass came in.
The Sabres will man up for the out-of-bounds under. And they'll fall right back into a zone. Jeffers bounce pass, Bevel. Going to trigger another 3. That time it's good. The Snowbirds, if they can get hot early, they're going to be able to shoot the Sabres right out of the zone defense.
And it looks like some heavy help defense there happened to leave Gavin Bevel open.
Just about a minute gone here. I got a late start here. Brody's going to get a hand check 30 feet away from the rim. It's just not a foul that you can take early if you're Brody Jeffers.
No, not at all.
Get your hands off him. He's not really attacking the rim. You can give him some room up there. You got to be aggressive, but you got to be smart. They're going to call those hand checks. So Jeffers guards Levi Schultz right there at the top of the key. Schultz, nice dribble. Nice dump off down low. And Broderick puts it up and in for the Sabres, 3-2. Jacobson and Bevel in the backcourt.
And Levi Schultz right there, just showing how hard it is to cover someone that size who's that athletic.
Well, he can dribble it too, as Jeffers fires a 3, no good. Snowbirds 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Yeah, when you can get it to Schultz up there at the top of the key and he can drive and find his other players on the block, that's a tough guard. Here's Broderick, this time top of the key, it's good. And number 5 has all 5 for the Sabres. 6:15 to go first quarter. These are the two guys that we highlighted pregame. Reese Broderick, Levi Schultz. They're your scorers. Snowbirds going to need to get some better looks than just 3 balls. They're going to need to drive against this zone. Daniel Jacobson throws up a 3, not even close. Rebound Brody Jeffers, though. Gavin Bevel, another 3 try, rattles in and out. Snowbirds 1 of 5 beyond the arc. That's been all 5 of their shots. Going to have to find a way to penetrate that zone and get some looks next to the rim.
And Reese Broderick is only a 10th grader right now.
Wow. Jeffers gets it. Little 3-on-2. Jeffers goes up right hand, left side, and tie ball game. I think the Snowbirds are going to want to take advantage of that transition game too, if they can, Daniel, as Jacobson looks to get a steal. But his man gets away. Corner 3, Broderick got it. Wow. 3 for 3 to start for Reese Broderick. Pass inside here to Croft. Hands it to Jeffers. Looks at a 3. Hands off to Jacobson. Bevel triple right corner.
Just out.
1 for 6 shooting the 3 ball for St. Mary's. Bevel guards Melko. Inside to Schultz. One dribble, up with it. He's strong. He's coordinated, and he can finish. It's 10-5.
It's going to take a lot of work inside for whoever's playing defense on him.
He makes it tough because he can really stretch you, Daniel. He can go out and handle the basketball beyond the three-point arc. Tough to guard a kid like that. A really nice player. Jeffers out to Bevel. The 7-3 attempt for the Snowbirds, no good. They're 1 for 7. Again, you're not going to be able to sit in the perimeter of this zone defense and just shoot it.
And especially like right now in the game, you see it's not working as Gavin Bevel. I mean, kid can dribble a bowling ball. He's got to use that skill and work it inside.
Get a little bit of penetration, see what that defense is going to do. Don't make it too easy on them. Nice deflection there by Jeffers. They were trying to get it inside to Schultz, so Jacobson pushes tempo going the other way. Snowbirds trail by 5, under the 4-minute mark here, first quarter. Levi Schultz sits at the top of this zone defense for the Sabres. Not a lot of room to pass it inside. Jacobson to Bevel, another 3, their 8th attempt. No good, 1 of 8. It's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. You need to get the ball inside. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Broderick 3. He finally misses one. Nice offensive save, but Jeffers is going to get the steal. He's going to try to push tempo. Jeffers splits a double team, and what a heck of a play.
Wow.
Levi Schultz hustled back, threw it off of the body of Brody Jeffers, and out of bounds it goes. Basketball. Vincent Weber, the junior, checking in. Jake Weirda gets a break for the Sabres.
And what a heads-up play by 24. I mean, to be that quick and to think that quickly, it's just adding to his package.
Keeps it, draws contact, goes up with it, and one. Gavin Bevel, very good at drawing contact, maintains control, gets it off the glass, and he'll go for the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
As you mentioned earlier,
Back to Blue, now to Bevel, down low to Jeffers. Good ball movement here for the Snowbirds. Jeffers drives up with the left, no good, and Rylan Metelsky's going to get called for a hack on Reese Broderick. He stops, pops, triple, no good. That's 1 of 10 for the Snowbirds beyond the arc. 10% from 3, not going to do it tonight. 1:10 to go, first quarter. Collecting the basketball, left wing is Vincent Weber, guarded by Metelsky. Nice deflection there by Jake. His own rebound, and get the putback to fall, and we're tied at 16, 4:53 to go, second quarter. Gavin drives and kicks. Bluest open, 3, takes it. Air ball. Rebound Metelsky. He's dragged to the floor. McKinley, triple, no.
guess can't get them all, but.
(16-16), 4.5 to go, second quarter. Miller over to Schultz, guarded by Metelsky. Little step back triple, no good. Rebound Blues, good position on the weak side.
And so far, Rylan Metelsky, I think, has shown the best defense on Levi Schultz. Just that quick athleticism, able to get off the floor fast. Almost put in a 3, but not quite. But he's just, I mean, I bet he can stand faster than I can run.
I like that line. Nice defense there. Schultz able to work through it, and he gets it to fall. Pretty impressive move there for Schultz, and he rattled it home. Bevel's going to drive, fouled, no call. Up with the left, and he got it.
Is.
He wanted the and one, didn't get it, but he got it to fall anyways, and we're tied. 3:40 to go. Good defense there by Jacobson on Miller. Schultz has it again, guarded by Metelsky. One-on-one, what a spin by Schultz. And, oh, it's going to be the old hook foul on the spin. You hook him around, Alex Powers, that's an offensive foul every time. Brody Jeffers back in the game. Donovan Blue's going to take a seat. I'll be interested, Daniel, to see if Jeffers or Metelsky guard Schultz. I'm thinking they'll keep Metelsky on Schultz and have Jeffers maybe guard Broderick.
I mean, if it can be your one focus of the game, let the scoring go to Jeffers, Bevel, and you just play lockdown defense on one player, you can shut him out for the night.
Daniel Jacobson, 3, got it! Snowbirds lead by 3, and they're 4 for 16. So their percentage has improved slightly at 4 for 16. They've made 3 of their last 6, and it's going to be another offensive screen. I'm not sure about that one. Or an offensive foul on the screen. I don't like it, Daniel. Levi Schultz.
The team isn't complaining, though. Get some claps on that side.
Back-to-back offensive fouls on Schultz. Jacobson looks at one, hands to Bevel. McKinley, double team comes. Good job by Hogan to get it out of there. Bevel over to Jacobson.
And a couple times, even with the headset on, I heard
way downtown. Gavin Bevel from deep.
And that goes right into, I hear Traverse City's coach yell, shooter, when someone gets the ball. And as a player, that's the best compliment you can get.
That's right.
But as a coach, I mean, it's trying to warn your team, get on him.
Now Bevel has to guard Schultz. That's going to be a blocking foul. Probably a good call. A lot of contact there. I mean, they weren't going to give Schultz 3 offensive fouls on 3 straight possessions, right?
Yeah, I guess you can't get too greedy. But, I mean, when I played, that was one of my goals. I mean, score first, of course, get all the normal stuff, but find their
quarter, but he finds the bottom of the net there, and it's 24-21. Daniel Jacobson looks at a long 3. Hands to Bevel. Bevel looks to drive. Nice stop. Got to find a man. He does find Jeffers. Brody drives, gets a little room. Left side, left hand, right side, and he gets the finish. And Jeffers able to squeak in a 2. Snowbirds lead by 5. 1:52 to go in the first half. Broderick 3 again. Wow. Yes! Got to find 5, and you got to find 24. Back-to-back triples for Reese Broderick, and it's a 2-point game. 1:38 to go, second quarter.
And back and forth the whole time.
Really good basketball game here at Monsignor Kaminsky's Gymnasium. Snowbirds being patient here. Jeffers triple, no. Things slow down a little bit here on this possession for the Sabres. Schultz has it all alone, one-on-one versus Metelsky. Reach in. Nice help by Jeffers. Broderick. Long 3. He's got 3 in a row. You better get a hand in his face. You can't help off him. He's got 9 in the last minute and a half. The Snowbirds now trail by 1. Gavin Bevel kicks to Metelsky for 3. No good. 5 of 19 beyond the arc for the Snowbirds. Down 1. Broderick and Schultz play a 2-man game. Broderick, I was going to say, that's a heat check if I've ever seen one.
A lot of contact there. We'll see the call goes. It'll be Snowbird ball.
It went off of Austin Miller. Jacobson needs some help here. And Blues is going to check in for the final 40. Good game management here for the Snowbird coaching staff. Can't let Brody Jeffers pick up his 3rd foul before halftime. So Blues comes in. 35 seconds left. Snowbirds trail by 1. Jacobson to Bevel. They want to hold for a shot. Alex Powers, we'll talk halftime about why high school basketball needs a shot clock. This is it right here. I turned your mic off, sorry. But we're just going to sit here for 30 seconds until we get a look. Ten seconds now. Bevel left side with 8. 3. Oh, it's halfway down. Offensive rebound, Metelsky, no good. 1 second. And out of bounds. That will do it for the end of the first half. After 2 quarters of play, St. Mary's 26, Traverse City Christian Sabres 27. We're going to step aside, take a break. When we come back, we'll break down our first half thoughts. It's St. Mary basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
All right, welcome back into high school basketball. Next Level Broadcasting, Pat O'Connor with Daniel and Alex Powers. Well, that was an exciting first half of basketball, 27-26 after 2 quarters of play. Daniel, you said off air it's a little bit more fun to call these games when they're closer, right?
Yeah, the past couple of games, it's been, at least by the second half, a blowout, and we get a little carried away and are joking with the Powers cast and whoever else is out here. But there's no time for that in a game like this. We're as engaged as you are at home, just watching everything happen right with you and calling out for you.
I'm sure all of our viewers are very thankful that they can hear us talk about basketball rather than your two's effort at humor.
I wouldn't call it an effort. It's a success every time. Well, for me at least.
Alex Powers, Snowbirds, based on my count, 5 of 19 from beyond the arc. They had a nice little stretch there where they made 2 of 3, 3 of 6. But can you really shoot this team out of this zone? Alex?
Well, it's really hard because on the one side, you want to take open shots when they come to you, and you don't want to force it too much. But then you start to get the sense that maybe Traverse City Christian did some scouting, and they're waiting for you to take those shots.
And when you miss 3, 4, 5 in a row, I will say this. I think the Snowbirds did a good job at the end of that first quarter. After they were real stagnant in the first 4 or 5 minutes of that quarter, they started to get some looks inside. They didn't finish every time, but they started to get those layups. That's got to be how you work it, right? You got to try to get it inside, get some layups, and then you can kick it out for the 3.
Right. Whenever the 3's not working, you have to go back to basics. You got to trust your big guys that they will start putting them in after they get 2-3 shots in a row. And when you're getting open shots and you're moving the zone around, it starts to break up that zone a little bit.
I need to apologize to the Snowbird team and the Snowbird fans. I made a mistake. I said that Reese Broderick, we hadn't heard from him a lot in the second quarter, and that was after he made 1 3, and then the next 2 possessions he went down and made 2 more threes.
A little bit of an announcer's jinx right there.
Yeah, the old reverse jinx for the home team, and that's why the Sabres went on that 6-0 run with those 2 Broderick threes. Daniel, that kid can light it up.
Yeah, and Broderick, again, a 10th grader, a young player, a young team, and as a coach, that's exciting to have that come up next couple of years. But for your rival teams, that's scary. If this kid is this good now, if he's going to put work in the summers, he's going to be unstoppable later. He's
got such a smooth shot. I mean, those shots were contested. Remember, Brody Jeffers, when he came back off the bench after taking a break with his 2 fouls, he wasn't guarding Schultz anymore. Rylan Metelsky was still guarding Schultz. So Jeffers was over there guarding Broderick with the hand in his face, and Reese Broderick didn't care. He put 3 in a row in anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell that is part of the Sabres' strategy is to get him open and get him as many open shots as possible.
I mean, it's a 2-man game, and it's tough to defend. You got to give a lot of credit to Rylan Metelsky coming off the bench, and he's a heck of a defender, and he's got some length to go after Schultz a little bit. So I think the Snowbirds, with that combination, you put Metelsky on Schultz, you put Jeffers, or I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Donovan Blust, who I think many around the program consider to be probably their lockdown defender. I could see them putting Blust on Reese Broderick to try to shut down those 2 scores. But other than that, Daniel, it's really been those 2 guys.
Yeah, like you said, a 2-man game. If it's just one star, you can sometimes pull a box and one or just really heavy man defense. But when you have 2 players that can just basically do whatever they want and then the rest of the team backing them up at all times, that's tough. You can't. A triangle 2 exists, but it stretches out your team way too much, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you can run the triangle 2. There's just too much athleticism with this Sabre team. we haven't called the other guys' names a lot. They haven't scored, but you can tell they're athletic. They can handle the ball. Their point guard is Jonah Malco. He can handle the basketball to distribute to these guys. So it'll be interesting to see how the Snowbirds defensively attack. But, again, I think offensively where their true success has been is getting those drives. We had Daniel Jacobson and Gavin Bevel draw the foul, get to the line for and ones. Jeffers got to the basket twice on 2 layups. So I think continue to drive if you're the Snowbirds. Am I wrong, Alex?
No, yeah, their three-point shots have not been falling, and at some point you might want to go back to that, but in the meantime you have to go to what works, and what has worked for them tonight has been down low, getting those big men involved, and even with players like Brody Jeffers getting down low.
And we haven't seen Lucas Sherwinski at all. Again, this is his first game back after an extended period of time off. He played 3 quarters in the JV game. He looked pretty good out there. It'll take him some time to get his legs under him. Coach Jacobs said that they would use him if they had to, but not necessarily someone that we definitely will see. I do want to say 2 guys, Dylan Croft, we didn't see much of him. I'm not sure. I did see him kind of working out, stretching a cramp on his calf late in the first quarter. I'm not sure if it's injury or if it's just because Metelski came in and played really nice defense on Schultz.
Yeah, and the matchup there, it's no diss or anything to Dylan Croft. It's just when you have a stronger guy, you're going to put Dylan Croft in there. But when a guy as fast as Schultz, you got to have someone like Ryland playing defense.
And the length of Ryland, too. So
definitely.
Under the 3-minute mark at halftime, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second half action. Don't go too far, folks, because it's going to be a heck of a second half. We expect this one to go right down to the wire. Snowbirds 26, Traverse City Christian Sabres 27. We're back in just 2 minutes with the rest of this one from Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium on Next Level Broadcast.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
All right, welcome back. We're just about ready to get underway here. Second half action. I'm Pat O'Connor, joined by Daniel and Alex Powers. Malco will trigger the inbound, guarded by Daniel Jacobson. And no surprise, Blues is guarding Broderick. Schultz slams it down.
That's a great start for the Traverse City Christian half.
You think they drew that one up at halftime?
I gotta believe it. It was smooth.
Good step through there for Schultz, but he couldn't finish. Rylan Metelski's got to be careful not to get a foul there. They could have called one. Go down low. Schultz again drives, goes up. This time he just lays it up. No good. Nice job by Bell to get a block, and then they just
easy rebound.
Weirdo wide open, and he puts it up and in. 4-0 run. That means Traverse City's on a 10-0 run. We talked to Charles Strail pregame. One stat that Coach Jacob looks at is the last 2 minutes of the first half and the first 2 minutes of the second half. So far getting outscored 10-0 in that stretch for the Snowbirds. Jeffers hands to Blust. Almost lost it. Donovan drives and kicks. Of note here, Traverse City Christian going man-to-man. And the Snowbirds didn't really adjust their offense. Rebound Schultz. He's going to try to go the length of the floor. Kicks it back out. Jonah Malco, 3. No good. Good position there by Jeffers, but the long rebound goes to the corner. Now Brody gets the steal.
Taking it coast to coast.
Jeffers behind the back, lays it up
There
and
it
in.
is.
Pretty move, Brody Jeffers.
And the Snowbirds needed that. They need some momentum right here.
Little style going behind the back. Bevel helps on Schultz. Good job by Daniel Jacobson. Weak side got the steal. He's 1 on 4. He's going to slow things down, get set. Again, Traverse City comes out man-to-man, not in that zone that they featured in the first half, trying to switch things up on the Snowbirds. Jeffers going to drive, moving screen, Metelski. You knew that was coming. No one's paying attention. The refs weren't even set. And Broderick gets an easy, too. The referee was standing in the middle of the floor. No one was set.
And Coach Jacobs, he's saying the same thing.
Yeah, he wasn't even watching the game. They got quick pitch there. Jacobson hands to Blust. Blust is going to drive up at the right. You knew that foul call was coming there. I don't know if I've ever seen that. It's like in baseball when you step into the box and the ball's already coming your way. You got quick pitched. Snowbirds got to wake up, but I mean, in their defense, the official down there wasn't ready either. Blue's first free throw's good.
Yeah, I was never a great hitter in baseball. To me, everything was quick pitched.
Unfortunately, I can share that sentiment, Daniel.
Defensive players right here.
Heck yeah. Catcher, second base.
And you become broadcasters after.
Is that how that goes? If
you don't go to college.
If you can't hit in baseball, you broadcast high school basketball.
Exactly. The natural.
That's a natural progression. So Schultz brings it up for the second possession in a row. Metelski's got to be careful not to get a foul after just getting one on the last offensive possession for St. Mary's. Driving here and kicking it out. Malco drives. Nice pass down to Broderick up and in. Just a good back cut there by Broderick, and he can finish at the rim too.
And we've been saying Schultz and Broderick a lot, but Malco, an unsung hero here. A point guard who's truly unselfish.
He can handle the basketball. Nice bounce pass across. Metelski up with the hook right hand. No good. Offensive rebound, Bevel. Left corner, Jeffers from the top of the
Wide
key. Triple,
open.
no good. But nice job by Metelski to get a tip, and Daniel Jacobson resets the offense. 5:12 to go, third quarter. Snowbirds trail by 5. Jeffers. Probing. Jacobson drives. Nice job to jump stop and get it out of there. Brody drives up with the right. Got it. Good touch for Brody Jeffers. The second time that he's done that on a tough angle, able to get the spin on it and get it up and in.
And able to work miracles inside. That's what goes to Catholic school.
Broderick 3. No good. Good positioning there by Jacobson, and Jeffers able to get the rebound. Jeffers gets credit for the rebound, but it was Daniel Jacobson with the good positioning. Broderick, that could have been a blocking foul. They're going to get Bevel on a reach or foul off that rebound.
And Ryland playing full court defense here. I guess it's the only one up court, but it's going to cause some help to happen here.
Oh, they're going to get a block on Brody Jeffers. And Coach Jacobs got to be careful he doesn't get a technical.
It looks like Schultz has just
Schultz
had
might
the way
be hurt.
down. And a smart attempt by Brody Jeffers, but with 2 fouls in the first half, that's risky right now.
2 guys going for the ball. What do you think, Alex?
Jeffers wasn't even going for the ball. He was in position. He knew it was coming, and he just stood there.
Yeah, he was looking for the offensive foul. See what happens.
Now Jeffers is getting an earful. Not sure that it's entirely deserved. I feel like that was a pretty smart play.
Yeah, definitely a heads up on Jeffers' part. I will say, it's a little bit dangerous for Jeffers to make that move
With the 2 fouls.
with 2 fouls. So it's
I don't know. 2 players going up at the same time for the basketball.
risk reward, I guess.
Yeah. So Schultz is going to have to go off and get checked out. 4.5 to go. in this third quarter.
And with a break from a star like Schultz, we'll see who on Traverse City is going to step it up and put some more points in.
So Jeffers going to stay in there with his 3 fouls. And Donovan Blues all over Broderick here in the right corner.
We saw last night with, or not last night, a couple nights ago at Onaway, when Jeffers came out, Ryland Michalski filled in a big way. Let's see if he can do that tonight.
He had 15 over there in Onaway. He felt like he just got hit in the face, and they're going to say that that was out of bounds off of the Sabres. First time that Garrett Schultz had the bucket for the Sabres, the freshman. And Coach Lafreniere wants a timeout to talk things over.
The younger brother with Garrett Schultz. I took a different route. I switched schools so I can make my own path.
Oh my goodness, Daniel. .403 to go, third quarter. Things have come to a bit of a halt here at the Kaminsky. So Bevel, Blues, Jacobson, Matelski, and Jeffers on the floor for the Snowbirds. And it'll be an out of bounds under for the Snowbirds. Jacobson has it right corner. Watch it going back to Bevel, right corner, 3, no good. They ran the play for Bevel. They had the look, just not able to finish it.
And that's happened a couple times tonight for both these teams. I mean, they're getting their plays down. They're in the right spot. But the pressure gets to you.
Three, no good. Good position there for Gavin Bevel.
Great
He gets
box
the
out.
rebound. 4 on 3, pushes the tempo. Matelski stops, gets it over to Jacobson. Snowbirds need a bucket here. Traverse City goes back to the zone. Jeffers looks at a 3. Got it!
It's in!
Big shot there for Brody. Feet were set. He was open, confidently shot it, and he hit it. Snowbirds 6 of 22 beyond the arc. 2-point game. Jeffers guards Garrett Schultz.
And we talked about we don't want to rely too much on that three-pointer, but St. Mary's has been able to get out of some sticky situations previously. Look what we're going to have here.
Going to be an offensive charge. They call that on Austin Miller. Good job by Matelski getting his feet set.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Snowbirds seem to have been preparing to take a couple of charges tonight, and it's worked out that time.
We're going to see Dylan Croft for the first time here. Nope. The ball was already inbounded, so we'll wait till the next stoppage in play. Donovan Blues over to Jacobson. Now Jeffers. Gavin Bevel, right corner. Long pass, deflected away. Probably not a pass baseline to baseline that they're going
Lucky
to
it
make.
wasn't intercepted.
Yeah. So with Levi Schultz in the locker room, Dylan Croft is going to get some more time. Rylan Matelski gets a break. He's had a heck of a game, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Jeffers back to Bevel, left corner triple. Got it! Back-to-back threes for the Snowbirds. Jeffers and then Bevel.
That's why you keep shooting.
That's not what you said at halftime, Alex. You said they need to take it to the rack. And it's going to be an
Until they
offensive
find their
foul.
shots back, and it looks like they just did.
Wow. They are a shooting team, Alex. I mean, I'll give you that. They shoot the three. That's what they do. They're going to shoot a lot of threes, and if they can start falling, they'll take it. It was Reese Broderick called for the offensive foul, illegal screen, so the Snowbirds have a lead on a little 6-0 mini run of their own. 2:25 to go, third quarter. Back to this 3-2 zone defense. Left corner, nice pass. Jeffers up and good. Great play. It went Jacobson, Blues, Bevel into Brody Jeffers for 2. Great play design there for the Snowbirds. Perfect execution, and their lead is 3.
I guess the best of both worlds is to not ignore the three, but Dylan Croft with a steal.
Great steal, good job. Finds a guard, gets it to Donovan Blues. Brody Jeffers drives, surveys. Dylan Croft, left corner. Oh, goes up with the right.
Ooh.
No good, and Donovan Blues has the offensive rebound. Little floater off the glass, no good. Another battle for the rebound. This time it's pulled down by Garrett Schultz, and he starts things the other way. Daniel Jacobson steals. The freshman made a bad
Coast
pass.
to coast.
Up with the left. It's good.
It's
5-point lead for the Snowbirds.
And this is the momentum we were talking about. This is what you need in a game like this.
A 10-0 run for St. Mary's, and you can't overstate how much it hurts the Sabres not to have Levi Schultz in the game right now. Drive here, foul. Gavin Bevel on Jonah Malco, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And Bevel's pulling away at the end there, but just a little bit too late, he realized. Gary Metelski communicating with the team here.
He's a loud communicator.
Oh, yeah.
Knows what he wants. He's been a great addition for Coach Jacob on that bench.
Definitely.
Man that knows the game of basketball.
And helping out at North Central College,
That's
too.
right.
So, some good experience.
Jacobson, 3. Had a good look. Just couldn't get the finish.
Rushed that a little bit. He saw it, and he just couldn't resist. But sometimes you got to let the offense run its course.
Snowbirds full court man-to-man. They get a deflection, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to – oh, the official here had it going that way. It's going to be white ball. The far side official said –
We'll talk it over.
all right, white ball, yep. The official down here actually said, I saw it go off of red, and then I think he was confused. I think he honestly just pointed the wrong direction.
Great technique by Dylan Croft on that tip down the baseline right there.
Yeah, I was going to shout him out, too. He just gave it a little bit of a touch, and it was enough to take the ball off its course and knock it off the leg.
1 minute to go. Alex, you think they'll hold for one shot?
No.
Jeffers gets fouled. Another good job. They run the same play. They loop Brody Jeffers all the way around the paint, and he gets a good look. Can't make it this time, but he'll go shoot 2.
Someone at the HSAA is watching. Please implement a shot clock in high school basketball.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Petition's in the description.
We'll write the petition later. .58 seconds to go, third quarter. Jeffers second. No good. Dylan Croft.
A confused rebound, I'd say.
He's got a magnet on his chest and a magnet on the ball, and it just came to him. Fake pass, Jacobson. Stops over to Blues. And here's the one shot, Alex, with 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. They want one
Jacobs'
shot.
signature.
Oh, my goodness. And so we'll sit.
TC is going to let him do
We could go
it.
to commercial break before they take the shot.
We could take a 30-second break and come back, and you wouldn't miss a lick of action, folks.
You could drive to Schultz's party store and pick up some snacks.
Nice. Nice ad read. We're at the 20-second mark. Just brutal. I mean, hey, why wouldn't you do it? 4-point lead, get a good look. 12 seconds to go. They're going to run their play. Jacobson right side, over to Blues. Now Bevel to Jeffers. You knew that was coming. Shot fake up. He gets fouled. That's a play they've been running. Yeah.
You really can't blame Coach Jacobs for taking advantage of the
No,
rules.
absolutely not. It's not anything. And any time a team does it, you don't really blame them. It's the rule itself that you hate.
And if the defense doesn't step up, you have a free timeout. You can take a break.
Take a break. Jeffers needs to make his free throws, though. He missed his last 2. That one he hits. 6.5 seconds to go in this third quarter. Snowbirds going to have to be careful here on the ensuing possession. You don't want to take a cheap foul here at the end of the third quarter. You just heard Coach Jacobs say no fouls.
And this is one of the bigger leads we've had, a different game without
Huge.
Levi Schultz.
It's been huge. No fouls.
Ooh.
Don't foul them. 3 up, no good. All right. After 3 quarters of play, Snowbirds 44, Sabres 38. We have the last 8 minutes of action for you right around the break, right here on Next Level Broadcast. All right, welcome back into the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. Pat O'Connor joined by the Powers brothers, Alex and Daniel. Johnny Burkhart on the camera.
We see Levi Schultz walking back into the gym.
That's good to see him. I do hope that he finds the floor. We were just talking in the break. You never want to beat a team when their best player's sidelined. So it would be good to see Levi Schultz back on the floor if he's able tonight. We'll keep you posted on that. So start of the fourth quarter, Snowbirds lead is 6. No one's guarding
Wide
Broderick.
open. And it's in.
Wow. You can't leave Broderick wide open.
Wanted to keep the suspense up, I guess.
Yeah, with Broderick, it's still anyone's game, I guess.
I mean, he's the closest thing to automatic that I've seen shoot in this gym in a long time, boys. And he's a sophomore. He's been really good.
2.5 more years of this for him.
Snowbird's got to be thankful he's not in their conference.
Yeah.
Jacobson surveys. Blues almost lost it. Recollects. They got knocked out again by Garrett Schultz. Jeffers triple, no, short. Never had a chance. 7:15 to go, and Sabres can make it a 1-point game or tie with a 3. You got to find number 5. Schultz drives up with the right, gets it to go. Garrett Schultz, the freshman, high off the glass and in.
They said, if my big brother's out, I'm going in for it.
5-0 run to start the quarter for Traverse City Christian. Jeffers to Bloost. Bebel kicks to Jacobson. Daniel drives, kicks. Bebel open 3, right corner, too strong, no good. Weak side rebound. They're gonna get Croft over the back.
I will say, although the Snowbirds haven't been getting shots to fall, they have handled the zone pretty well. Every shot they've taken has been a good shot. They just can't get them to fall.
They've been patient. They're not really forcing them up. They're getting some movement now that they really weren't getting in that first quarter. So I'll give you that, Alex.
And just a 1-point game in the fourth.
Broderick long 3, contested, no good.
And that was a deeper one, too.
It was.
A couple steps off the line.
Good job by Jacobson to get a hand in the face on Reese Broderick. Daniel works through a screen. Broderick drives. Nice pass across the lane, but unable to finish. Donovan's going to foul Vincent Weber.
That's a pretty clear foul.
Not a bad one. But a really nice find there by Reese Broderick. Drove right side and just basically handed it over to Weber. He's got a chance to tie it. And the Snowbirds were up 44-38 at the end of that quarter. And a quick 5 here for Traverse City makes it a 1-point game. 6:11 to go, fourth quarter.
And I mentioned it earlier, but the momentum in this game is huge, and it's shifted back and forth with multiple, I believe, 10-point runs for both sides.
Jacobson 3, too strong. All tied up. 6 minutes to play. Weber finds Schultz in the left corner. Tried to pass it, and it's going to be a foul on 10, Traverse City. That's Jake Weirda.
Great job playing the gaps by Brody Jeffers right there. He was been engaged this whole game on defense.
And when you're 6'2", 6'3", long arms, it makes playing the gaps even easier. Tie ball game, 5:45. What will the Snowbirds' answer to this zone be here in the fourth quarter? A weak pass across the lane. Jacobson, another 3, another miss. All tied up, 5.5 to go, fourth quarter. Broderick guarded by Bloost. Reese drives, travels. One too many steps going through the lane, and when you have the ball, you have to dribble.
Good advice from Pat O'Connor.
5:10 to go, fourth quarter. Another kind of a weakish type pass from Bloost. 2 in a row from him. He's gotten away with them, and Coach Jacob wants a timeout. I don't blame him. He wants to draw something up. 44-44, 5:07 to go. Just your average Thursday night at the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. That is 5 4s.
5 4s. can keep it like this till 4 minutes 44 seconds left.
That would be 8 fours.
It'd be good math, right?
Well, I was a math major in college.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Alex Powers, you played for Coach Jacob for 2 years. What are these timeouts like in the fourth quarter of a tight game?
Well, he always has a play ready. And on top of that, anytime you're talking about Del Jacobs, you're talking about discipline, no turnovers, play tough defense, stay in the gaps, follow his system. And something I learned working with the Ferris team is that it really doesn't matter what system you run. The team that runs their coach's system the best is the team that's going to win.
Right. You got to execute the system that you run. My guess is that they're running the play where they swing it around and Jeffers curls around the paint and gets a look on the block. Maybe they'll run it going to the right side because they ran it to the left 3 times.
It's a good play.
Hey, it's worked. It's gotten them good looks.
He loves trying to find the corner threes on those inbound plays.
Snowbirds just need to make one. Bevel's going far side corner.
And
Jeffers inside. 1 dribble, step through, fouled, and 1. Count it. Good move for Brody Jeffers. Little step through, power dribble, lay it up and in. And he's got a chance for 3 from the charity stripe. Brody's had a nice game, finishing at the rim.
Beautiful
absolutely.
work
This
inside.
is the type of game you expect from one of your best players on one of the biggest games of the season.
Good to see him make that free throw, too. Exactly 5 to go, fourth quarter.
And some smart play, too. Knowing he has 3 fouls.
Gavin Bevel in the lane gets a steal. It's 1-on-3 the other way. Let's see what Gavin cooks up here. Drives up with the right. Got it!
Oh!
Good.
How does he do that?
He's creative. He can cook it up. Good job. Doesn't take the charge. Good job here by the Snowbirds. And it's going to be a timeout. Coach Lafreniere wanted it, and the official isn't mad. Or the official is mad. He blew his whistle again. Well, I get the frustration as a coach. You're standing there. Timeout. 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 Timeout.
Yeah.
And then you finally get the call, and you're like, thank you.
When you're watching the clock, you want it when you want it. And
I understand the officials getting frustrated when a coach gets frustrated because you don't hear him, but
always looking for new ones. Signing up at mhsa.org probably. I don't know.
why don't you do that? That's a good way to stay in the game.
Well, I'm broadcasting.
Oh,
If I get fired
that's
from
debatable.
this, if I get fired from this, I'll go down. You can talk about me then.
Fine, Charles. We'll get you fired.
I don't know if I would look good in the stripes, though.
Probably not. All right, are we ready to play basketball?
Absolutely.
All right. Schultz will inbound. Snowbirds play a tight man. Just throws it up. Dylan Croft. It's going to be a foul on Dylan. Are they going to shoot? Are we in the 1-on-1? I think we are.
A bonus on both teams.
Camera's back on. Sorry for that, folks. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Jeffers. Jeffers to Bevel to Jacobson. Triple. Got it! 8-point lead for the Snowbirds. Daniel Jacobson, short corner. Nice drive. Shot was too strong for Melko. Offensive board for Weber. Nice cut. Schultz up with the right. Oh, what a play. And Jacobson was out of bounds.
And every single person in this gym is on the edge of their seats right now.
Rylan Metelski checks in for Dylan Croft. He'll be defending Jake Weirda. Daniel Jacobson guards Schultz, who's inbounding the ball on the out-of-bounds under. Austin Miller, who started the game, back in at guard. for the Sabres. 4:07 to go, fourth quarter. Blues guards Broderick. Way downtown. Broderick got it. Oh, they're not going to guard him out there.
I think he took that shot from Traverse City.
I'm telling you, man, he's one of the more automatic kids I've seen from beyond the arc in this gym in a long time.
That was really good, Alex.
I can't remember one. Back to a 5-point game, 3:30 to go. Just hold it the rest of the game. 3.5 minutes. Hold the ball.
Why not? I know from experience that Dale Jacobs has a play for that.
Let me guess. It's called 5 on a dice or 4 corners.
It's actually called blocks.
Okay.
2 at each.
Nice
elbow.
pass. Wow. Bevel to Blues. What a pass. Na-na-na. Put that one on the top 10. Jeffers gets on the floor. Broderick has it. No one's guarding him. Now Jeffers is. Broderick, 3. No. His feet off balance. I think that went off Bevel. Yep, stay here. Traverse City basketball, 2:56 to go. That was a heck of a play by Gavin Bevel and Donovan Bluest.
He's got that ball in remote control. He goes wherever he wants. The force is with him.
Bluest has done a heck of a job getting all over Broderick. But Broderick has answered the call himself. Long 3. Front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, foul. It's all right, Ryland. It's all right. It was a foul.
And Broderick couldn't finish that one, but he's got one of those shots where you are almost certain it's going in every time he puts it up.
Even when he's shooting from the volleyball line, it can go in. He's had a heck of a game. And again, he's a sophomore.
Wow.
1-1 here for Weirda. No, I'm sorry. That was 2 shots. Shooting foul. Thanks, Charles. First one, no good. 2:40 to go, fourth quarter. Weirda's second. That one finds the bottom of the net. I think that's Jeremiah Sears checking in, number 4 from the JV squad for Traverse City. I would bet that he's a shooter coming in off the bench. Probably trying to get their best shooters on the floor for the last 2:30. Jacobson bounce pass to Jeffers. They're joined by Bevel, Bluest, and Metelski.
And once again, they're going to take advantage, maybe, of that no shot clock.
Jeffers over to Bevel. Don't need a shot, you hear Coach Jacobs say. Don't need a shot. Jeffers needs help. Finds it. Metelski. No, it's turned over. Broderick's got it. Good defense there, but on the backside, it's going to go off of Donovan Bluest's left knee, out of bounds.
It's one of the dangers of trying to cut it off too early. You're not ready to score, and keep away is a different game than basketball.
Well, you would think it is, but sometimes it looks like that is the game of basketball. Late in games all across the state of Michigan tonight, I'm sure.
Excuse me.
Broderick drives, floats, hits. He's a heck of a player. Can't say enough about Reese Broderick tonight. He's kept this game close in the absence of their best player, Levi Schultz. Jacobson. 10 seconds. Wow. And again, Alex, you said it. You can't play keep away with 2.5 minutes left in a 6-point game. You got to still attack, look for a shot.
You got to play to win.
Yeah.
You can't play not to lose.
So it's a 4-point game, 90 seconds. Jacobson guards Schultz. You got to think they're going to look for Broderick. Nice head fake by Schultz. Runner, got it.
Yes, please.
It's a 2-point game, 1:20 to go. Bevel to Jeffers across half court, and Coach Jacob wants a timeout. 1:17 to play. The Sabres were down by 8. Broderick and Schultz have brought them back.
And I wouldn't be surprised after this game, Broderick takes the mask off and it's Steph Curry.
You think?
It's possible.
I'm not sure about that, but I am sure that the Snowbirds have to start trying to score. They've scored 6. The Sabres have scored 6 straight points since they went into a little bit of a stall. And honestly, this might be good for the Snowbirds because it's a lot easier to try and go into a stall when you're up 10, 8 points. But when you're up 2, you're trying to score.
Go score. Look for a good layup. I hesitate to say a good-looking 3 because I missed a lot of them tonight. But if you get a really good look off a drive and you get a kick, I don't hate Jacobson in the corner or Bevel from the wing taking a 3 in this situation.
And it's important. There's a difference between still playing aggressively and playing smart and then just going to shoot because you can.
Right.
They have to be smart about it, but you have to be trying to score points.
Correct.
And major props to this Traverse City Christian team. As their star goes down, they step up to the plate and keep the tempo up, keep the teamwork.
Trap. Nearly a turnover, and it is a turnover. They get a turnover off a trap. 1:05 to play, and a full timeout for the Sabres.
Now it's Coach Lafreniere's turn to draw something up in the huddle, try and tie this game up or take the lead.
You all right, Daniel?
I might need a break after this game. Take a nap before I drive home.
Charles, thoughts?
As simple as that. Got to get a stop.
And this is the longest 1 minute of our lives here.
No, I've had longer.
Oh, when?
Possession arrow favors Traverse City. They'll inbound in front of their own bench. Coach Lafreniere stands on the bench. Now he gets down. Tight sidelines here at the Kaminsky. Pass into Garrett Schultz, guarded by Jeffers. Bevel face guards Broderick. Gets a switch now. Jacobson. Broderick 3. Got it! Wow! Right over the extended hand of Daniel Jacobson, and the visitors are up 1.
Less than a minute in this fourth quarter.
Bevel drives, hands to Croft, puts it on the ground. Nice play, Dylan Croft to save it. Tipped away. Jeffers regains possession, 40 to play. Don't need to rush it. And it goes out of bounds. You don't need to rush it there. And now Coach Jacob wants a timeout. 39 seconds to play, down 1. A 9-0 run for Traverse City puts them up 1 with 39 ticks to play.
And you can just feel the tension in the gym.
Snowbirds led by as many as 8. And that's when they tried to burn the clock. Traverse City stormed back with 9. That was a heck of a 3 by Reese Broderick. Corner, deep in the corner. Jacobson hand in his face. I'm a little surprised that Blueston and Jacobson switched that screen. Charles? Charles is locked in. You surprised at all that Blueston and Jacobson switched that screen down there off Broderick?
Yeah, they usually typically go under those screens.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to stay on that one.
So we'll see if the Snowbirds look to foul. Again, a tie-up. The possession will remain with Traverse City. Long pass down the floor, and they're just going to back it out. Got to look for a trap. Schultz left wing, and there's the foul. It's going to go on Austin
now you
Miller.
see Traverse City Christian doing the same thing, just trying to run the clock out.
And after waiting down to the offensive end, St. Mary's has got to be reconsidering that decision.
Agreed. 29.8. Austin Miller at the line. First free throw, no good. Rebound, Croft. Snowbird basketball, 27 seconds to go. Look for a layup. Jeffers. Oh, he's fouled. Ooh, a reach-in foul. and he'll go to the line with a chance to tie and take the lead, 1-1.
Big call right there.
You can learn a lot from these games, Alex, these tight games. You can tell the Snowbirds' pace in the last 2 offensive possessions. They just played faster and faster and faster. You can still settle down, take your time, try to get a controlled play. You could argue that Jeffers got bailed out there at the end, but
And it seems to me like Traverse City Christian would be willing to let it come down to one shot.
agreed. Tie game. And I think the basketball is going to find itself in the hands of number 5 for Traverse City.
And who else's hands did you want it in?
They're going to back out. Jeffers' free throw's good. All right, 23 seconds to go. You can't foul if you're the Snowbirds. With 20, Schultz has it guarded by Jacobson. 17. 15. Shot up for Schultz, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's Croft. And Croft is fouled. He's got a 1-1. 10 seconds left, still a lot of time. Croft has some big free throws.
And these close games, they really separate a good team from a great team. If you can play a good, not close ball game, then it's good. But if you can play your game in a tight match,
I think
my words won't come out.
I think these are 2 really good teams. And it's been a really good game. Croft missed foul shot. Traverse City has it. It's Broderick. Timeout. Traverse City, 6.3 to go. They're going to draw one last play up.
I think everyone in the gym knows who's getting this ball.
Well, it's got to go to number 5. You got to, Donovan Blues is going to be all over him. 1 point
And
lead.
possibly one other player.
You might double if he gets it.
Really, I was thinking Weirda.
Although it's tough when you're down 1.
Broderick's good too, though.
You can't really let any open shots up.
Right.
It's different if you're up 2 or 3. You can.
You can help off, maybe get a double team.
I guess you just got to go best on best right here.
Yep. I think you put Bloost on Broderick. $6.3 to go.
And what do you think's going on in Broderick's head right now?
I think he's going to get it. He's going to get a play drawn up for him to have a layup, and he's just going to want to go make it. All right, timeouts are going to break. Both teams in the bonus, so a foul means free throws. You can't foul here if you're the Snowbirds. Austin Miller will trigger the inbound. And another timeout. So we're going to get to do this all over again. You know what, Danny? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take a little break.
Once the clock starts, we won't be, so now's the time. We've been standing probably the whole 4th quarter.
Just
Honestly, I'm trying to think of a way we can get this game to go to overtime.
I'll take that too.
It's hard with a 1 point lead, but maybe a foul and only make 1.
I mean, I'm not wishing for the Snowbirds to foul anybody right here.
It's a broadcasting dream.
Overtime?
Yeah.
It's a school night.
I thought you graduated.
It's still a school night. Jeffers, Jacobson, Bevel, Metowski, and Bloost on the floor.
Now, do you roll with Blues knowing that Broderick will shoot over anyone, or do you maybe give it to Jeffers?
Looks like they're going to have Jeffers and Bloost. They're not going to guard the ball, or they are?
That works.
Do they know who's guarding who? They're looking to Broderick, and it's going to go out of bounds. Snowbird basketball. Oh, no.
They throw it away trying to get it to Reese Broderick.
Wow.
What's the call there?
Whoa. They called red ball. No, white. Timeout, St. Mary's. Sorry, Daniel.
We're going to have to check the replay on that one. See what.
Send that to New York.
I think it's Snowbird basketball, right? I think they changed it up.
We haven't seen basketball be played in like 3 minutes now.
Just timeouts.
I guess if this ball stays with the Sabres as the Snowbirds, you got to just do what you just did because it worked.
Yeah.
Were they really going to double team Broderick down there with Blueston Bevel? We're watching it back. The ball came right into your living room. I think that's got to be Snowbird basketball. Yep, white ball. Brody Jeffers will inbound. I think there was just
Did they overturn the call?
I think there was just some confusion when they pointed in the directions.
And that was the right call. So see if Snowbirds can run out the clock.
Bevel's got it, and he avoids a foul. Avoids a foul again, and now he's fouled with 1 second left.
Incredible awareness by Bevel, not to try and score, and to get the ball with a running start so that he was able to avoid the defenders for 5 seconds.
The ref's saying you need 2 players,
Hmm.
and Broderick goes back.
Although
So we can catch a miss and chuck one down. Bevel's first free throw's good.
no one's safe when Broderick's on the court, though.
No.
He can shoot from anywhere.
Gavin looked over at Coach Jacobs like, you want me to miss it? He said, put it in. Just put it in. Make it a 3-point game. 2 dribbles, sets, shoots, hits. 1.3. The heave, block.
And the block by Jeffers to
That will
end the
do it.
game.
What an excellent basketball game. Snowbirds 58, Sabres 55.
Both of these teams, amazing showings tonight.
Came right down to the wire. They'll shake hands at center court. It certainly was a different second half when Levi Schultz went down halfway through the third quarter. Huge credit to Garrett Schultz and Reese Broderick keeping their team in it, clawing back from down to 8 with 2.5 to play to take the lead at 55-44. And then the Snowbirds, in the end, able to scratch back and win. But holy moly, this Traverse City Christian team, they are a good, young basketball team.
Both these teams should leave this gym with heads high after a showing like that. It's disappointing to knock them out on top, but, I mean, you can't ask for anything more.
Especially from the Sabres' point of view, that team, once Schultz went out, is the team that you're going to have for the next, at least next year, and a lot of the players for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
You're right.
So nothing to hang your head about if you're the Sabres.
A lot to look forward to for this program, and they got a lot of season left too. And hopefully Schultz is going to be okay, and we'll see him back in gyms across northern Michigan the rest of this winter. It's late. I'm going home. We're going to bed. The final here from Monsignor Kaminsky's Gymnasium. Snowbirds 58, the Sabres 55. For David Wall on stats, Johnny Burkhardt on the camera, Charles Strail, the producer, Alex Powers on the sling, and Daniel Powers, my color commentator. I'm Pat O'Connor. Good night, folks.